Alright guys, what is up? Today I'm going to be doing a ranking video where I rank a couple of drawing apps, seeing which one's best, seeing which one's worse, you know how it works, and I need to get two things out of the way. One, Procreate's like the gold standard, so I'll kind of just rank everything to Procreate, and also some footage lost since I'm just using the built-in like recorder thing, so some things are just going to be lost. Also, I wish a lot at three things. So if they're getting progressively worse, I'm sorry. I had draws all consecutively. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm wasting way too much time on this intro. Okay, so without any further ado, we're going to be ranking Sketchbook, which is pretty good, I'd say. The filling I like because it just kind of goes. You don't need that much readjustment. And the tools, the size and color are always kind of a variable. Also the opacity, in a little capsule-shaped thing, you have the color, and then you have the opacity slider. It also tells you what brush you're on, but that's not that important. Then there is a lot of brushes. So, like, when you scroll down, there'll be a lot more brushes. And on the layers, just a little bottom, like a little rainbow wheel. Tap that, and it has, like, the different shades of colors, you know. So I like that too. Also the pencil texture, that's pretty realistic. I liked that. And now I'm going to move on to the cons. Double tap to undo does not work very well, if at all. Because my sister said that she couldn't do it at all. And it did not work well for me, so I had to use the physical buttons up top. Which brings me to my next point, which is I hate how the buttons look on the little toolbar of brushes, I guess. It does not look very good. I just don't really like it that much. You might, but I just don't. I wish they used like a different kind of icon set, I guess. And also, the eraser is kind of hard to get to. I don't really like that much because you gotta kind of scroll down. I guess it's not that big of a deal because, you know, it's a freaking eraser tool, but, you know. It's just like, can you not just like put a little up top or anything? But it's kind of getting into the nitty-gritty right there, so it's not that big of a deal, but still kind of annoying. And also, I know I probably should mention this in the pros, but I also kind of like the vertical kind of style toolbar with the big plus and stuff. It's easy to use, you know. I think a toddler could use it, but, you know. But it's just kind of a very well-rounded app, you know, like, but for free apps, that for art, it's probably the best out there. So, yeah, let's go to our next one real quick. Okay, next up is Adobe Fresco. Fresco, I don't know, I think it's Fresco. But anyways, we're going to start off with the cons. So the cons are filling isn't the best because oftentimes it leaves a white line around the edges, which that's just something I picked up from previous experiences. I think this time was pretty good, though. Also, setting transparency was a little hard. It wasn't very intuitive because I had to click another whole button thing, and it was just a little harder. I'm going to be comparing this a little bit to Procreate. It was a little harder than Procreate, but you know what? It was still good. Also, opening and exporting is tedious. I've used this a lot, and it just kind of sucks for me because it takes slow to do everything. Because when it's accessing, it's also I don't really have anything else to say because it's a good app. I like it. It's a well-rounded app, but it's just it's kind of generic, you know. Like I could not find other reasons that was unique in its own way. So yeah, it was just a little generic, but still pretty good ad. Okay, so now we're moving on to High Paint. Now, as you can see in that little blast clip, it gave me a full-page scam ad, which I know it's not really in their control, but the fact that it's a full-page ad and it's also a scam, I feel they could filter that a little more, but you know what? I'll let it kind of slide. Not really. I still resent this a bit, by the way. There's no pros on this one. This is just cons. I do not like this app. So, next on our list of I hate it is filling sucks. Not just the little white lines. Like, as you can see, look at what this filling is. Like, I'm trying to adjust the things to make it look good. The fact that I adjust it for every single little time I want to draw something, it's not a good app. Like, it's just better to hand draw a thing if I have to adjust the whole sliders every single time I want to do it. And it's just like why it's still filled. You have to like retap it over and over and over, and God, it takes so long. Next on our list of I hate this, it's also a carbon copy of Procreate. Like, you can see the sliders, the brush, the layers are the same. It's not a very fun app. Like, the only pros it looks like Procreate, but like not even that much. It's a copy, but it's also not a copy since it does not look good. Also, just don't get it. Anyways, now we're gonna move on to Art Studio Pro, which this is a COD one kinda. Basically, okay, here's the most stupid thing ever. You get 3 layers, unless you pay their $9.99 a month or whatever it was on the screen subscription fee, which is stupid, very stupid. I hate it. Why do we even do this? I don't know, but let's just take one of the most important things and lock away. That's like locking the eraser away, or the undo away, or the freaking brush away, or the canvas away, or the opacity away, or the size away. Sorry. Next thing on our bucket list is that it's kind of just a general basic app for drawing. Like, they could not be very creative with it, so what freaking ever. Okay, tier list time. We're gonna be putting High Paint, Put in the Dungeon with Billy. Now, let's go and Adobe Fresco. Now, this isn't the horrible app. It's actually a pretty good app. I'm gonna put this in a solid B tier. Next up on the chopping block, we have Sketchbook, S tier. It was like the best free app, basically. This is all free apps. Once a few of them are paid subscriptions, but I didn't get those. Now we're going to have Art Studio Pro, F tier. Let me put this in here real quick. I hate it. You have to pay for layers. It sucks. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. So see you in the next one. Goodbye.